Hey everyone, in the month of April we are talking about the brain, and last week we talked about the fact that the brain is this marvelous wonder, and what we tell it, it will do, or what we tell it, it will believe. You can think about it either way. So if we're telling it, you can't do that, you can't accomplish that, that's not going to work, those kind of messages, then it believes that and takes us to that very destination, right? But if that's not where we want to go, then we want to get real intentional about what we're telling our brain. So that's what we talked about last week. Go find that video and watch it. This week I want us to talk about our brain like a motor. If you are driving your car to a destination, you arrive there and you get out and go in for 3 hours, you turn your car off, right? You turn the motor off. You don't leave it running in the driveway or on the street or in the parking lot. And we have a tendency never to turn our brains off, right? We just are always thinking about it. We have 1,000 new ideas, or what happened yesterday we're still ruminating on, or maybe what happened 3 weeks ago, or maybe what happened 10 years ago. We're still analyzing, considering, wondering, wishing we had answers, and we don't ever turn our brain off. Well, there are all kinds of studies that tell us all these advantages, all these benefits that come from silence, from letting our brain pause for a moment. And some of the health benefits are lower blood pressure, improved concentration, stimulating the growth in our brain, reducing the cortisol or the stress hormone, improving our sleep, improving our memory. Those are some of the health benefits. But other benefits are this ability to focus. If we have given our brain daily time to just turn off, we get this increased focus. We save time. We avoid errors. We enhance our ability to really reason. We improve clarity, and we stimulate creativity. Those are the benefits that we get from actually having some silence built into some kind of daily practice. I know that sounds crazy. No one's teaching us to do that. No one has taught us to be silent. I remember a mentor of mine that almost 30 years ago wanted to teach me the value of silence. And I would go to her house on Saturday morning at some gosh awful hour, I don't even remember what, and she would turn on an egg timer. She would want me to be silent for 15 minutes. And I was just trying not to fall asleep, right? So I did not value it at that time. I did not understand what she was trying to do. Now I get it. I understand the benefits. I understand what I'm trying to accomplish with that. And there are a lot of different ways to do it. Now I know the popular way is meditation, and certainly I would encourage you to practice that if you haven't started practicing that. But there are other ways to do it. Think about people that love gardening, who dig in the dirt. That is a pause for their brain. Or taking a walk outside in nature, just being outside. That is a place for your brain to pause. The deep breathing exercises you hear people talk about, that is a built-in pause for your brain. A digital detox, a time frame in your day when you actually are not checking any of your digital devices. Yoga is another great place to let your brain rest, to get some silence. Believe it or not, as I was looking at some of the possible ways to do this, I came across a study where they had people in front of aquariums and people were watching fish swim. Literally watching fish swim, and that was a beautiful break for their brain, a silent moment, a moment where they turned the motor off and got the benefits from that. 5 minutes of aerobic exercise can also give you that space that you need in your brain. Music, progressive muscle relaxation, where you kind of stop and think about your toes and go all the way up through your body and relax your muscles. Hanging out with your dog, getting creative, doing something tangibly creative, whether that's cooking, knitting, the coloring books that came out for adults not so long ago. All of those ways help you get that silence, that break that your brain needs. And another way is to help someone else. When you stop thinking about all your stuff and just help someone else for a little bit, that will also give you a break. So figure out a way to daily take a brain break. Daily take and turn the motor off so that you get the benefits of that silence, and you get health benefits and other benefits from it, because your brain is a marvelous wonder and it does what you tell it to do. And if you will give it moments of silence, it will come up with whole new ideas, whole new strategies for you. I'm Michele Gooch with Life by Design. If you want some help with this, you can find me at lifebydesign.guru, www.lifebydesign.guru. I will see you next Wednesday at 1, and we'll talk more about the brain.